announcing the arrival of Her Excellency Tsai Ing-wen, President of the Republic of China, Taiwan. Her Excellency Tsai Ing-wen, President of the Republic of China, Taiwan, Honorable Dolores Valderramas Garcia, Minister of Human Development, Families and Indigenous Peoples Affairs, His Excellency Ling Chai-long, Secretary General in the President's Office, His Excellency Mr. Joseph Wu, Foreign Minister of the Republic of China, Taiwan, Her Excellency Mrs. Rosana Briceño, Special Envoy for the Development of Families and Children, Ambassador Amalia Mai, Chief Executive Officer in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Foreign Trade and Immigration, Her Excellency Dr. Candy Spitz, Ambassador of Belize to the Republic of China, Taiwan, Her Excellency Ambassador Li Wen-shu, Ambassador of the Republic of Taiwan to Belize, beneficiaries of the Women Economic Empowerment Project, special invited guests, the delegation accompanying President Tsai, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the exhibition of achievements of the Women's Empowerment Project. My name is Tasha Kane, and I am honored to be today's Mistress of Ceremony with the responsibility to guide today's proceedings. I will now invite you to stand at attention as we formally herald the beginning of today's proceedings with the National Anthem of Belize, followed by the National Anthem of the Republic of China, Taiwan. Thank you. Please be seated. I would also like to acknowledge the presence of the President of the Senate, Honorable Carolyn Trent Ford. To begin today's proceedings, I would like to call to the podium to deliver the official welcome Her Excellency Mrs. Rosanna Briceño, Special Envoy for the Development of Families and Children.
Good morning. President Tsai, Secretary General Lin, Foreign Minister Wu, Minister Balderramos, Ambassadors, Excellencies, government officials, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is a pleasure to welcome you today to today's event and to thank you for supporting women's empowerment and the fight for gender equity. It is clear that promoting and protecting women's rights is a critical objective that our two nations share. The Republic of China, Taiwan, has been at the forefront of women's empowerment, and we applaud the efforts of the Taiwanese government and its people in advocating gender equity. Taiwan has made remarkable progress in ensuring that women are represented in all sectors of society, including in government, education, and business. Madam President, you are a great example of the great strides that Taiwan has made on the issue of women empowerment. In Belize, unfortunately, we only have 4 elected women in Parliament. Madam President, hopefully in the not too distant future, this will change so that Belize can also boast of having a woman Prime Minister. Taiwan has also committed to supporting the development of Latin American and Caribbean countries. Belize's experience was shared along with the experience of 8 other allied countries in the Empower Women, Empower LAC Forum, which was held on February 15th of this year in Taiwan. I was very lucky to be invited, and I'm very grateful and thankful that I wasn't in a bubble. No. Last time we were in a bubble. Taiwan has always valued its relationship with this region, and we have made great strides in working together to promote shared prosperity and development. In Belize, we are appreciative of partnering with Taiwan, as this has given us the opportunity to provide training, technical assistance, and resources to support the empowerment of women and girls through Taiwan's International Cooperation and Development Fund. Thanks to this friendship and partnership, many women entrepreneurs countrywide have benefited through the project entitled Enhancing the Economic Empowerment of Women in Belize in the COVID-19 post-pandemic era. Technical assistance for women's employment, entrepreneurship, and financial inclusion. It's a long mouthful there. Through this project, the government of Taiwan is supporting Belize's response and recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic's impact on economic growth and sustainability. It is well known that the pandemic affected many micro, small, and medium enterprises, especially women-owned businesses, which represent 66% of all businesses operating in Belize. This is why women's empowerment is not only the right thing to do, but it is also good for business. It is a win-win situation for everyone involved. The Women Empowerment Project promotes women's entrepreneurship and social inclusion through financial and technical collaborations with relevant national institutions and Taiwanese experts. Many women-led businesses and projects aiming to promote women's empowerment have benefited from extensive professional and vocational training, business incubation programs, financial relief counseling, and a national network for MSME support. This project, in collaboration with Beltrade, has also benefited 5 women-led seaweed businesses in Placencia: Seaweed, Power Productions, Fruitful Belize, Seagull Essentials, and Mother Nature Enterprise. The investment, among many, many more. The investment and cooperation by Taiwan in women's empowerment have led to the creation of more opportunities for women in the workforce, and in turn, this has led to economic growth and prosperity in Belize. These gains have been significant, and they can also be reflected in the growth of our music industry. With this project, Taiwan has also supported 5 talented women musicians: Melanie Gillett, Jaffe Castillo, Miss Honey D, Denise Castillo, and Chanel Parks. The beneficiaries that I have mentioned are just a few of the many women that have benefited from the Women Empowerment Project. We are truly grateful for Taiwan's support and partnership. I would like to take this opportunity to reaffirm Belize's allegiance to our strong partnership with Taiwan. Our 2 countries share many common values, including a deep commitment to the right to self-determination, freedom and democracy, human rights, and women's empowerment. We also share a vision of a peaceful and prosperous nation, and we stand ready to work with our valued partner and ally, Taiwan. We are honored to have President Tsai here with us today, and we look forward to hearing her thoughts on how we can work together to further promote women's empowerment and women-owned businesses. I am confident that the friendship and cooperation between our 2 countries will continue to thrive in the years ahead. I would like to express my deepest gratitude to President Tsai and the people of Taiwan for their generosity and kindness. Once again, I would like to extend a warm welcome, very warm, to everyone, and thank you for being part of this memorable event.
Thank you, Mrs. Bresenia, for those encouraging words of welcome and for setting the tone for today's proceedings. I would like to ask everyone now to turn their attention to the 2 video screens at the front as we see a visual representation of not only the outcome, but the real impact of the project, enhancing the economic empowerment of women in Latin America and the Caribbean in the COVID-19 post-pandemic era, technical assistance for women's employment, entrepreneurship, and financial inclusion.
Investing in human capital is central to the sustainable growth and development of Belize. To achieve sustainable and inclusive economic growth, the most marginalized populations of the country need to be empowered to elevate and maintain their socio-economic standing. In 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic paralyzed the world. The abrupt pause on movement and commerce exacerbated the situation for women. Micro, small, and medium enterprises were especially exposed to the economic shocks caused by the pandemic. An estimated 11,834 persons were unemployed due to layoffs or businesses closing down. Females, although making up only a third of the total labor force, were disproportionately affected, accounting for 63.3% of persons who lost their job due to COVID-19. For small, vulnerable economies like Belize, poverty reduction and the development of a sustainable future for our people means building economic resiliency. In light of the important role economic empowerment plays, in October 2021, a letter of intent was signed between the Embassy of the Republic of China, Taiwan, and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Foreign Trade and Immigration of Belize to formalize the project Enhancing the Economic Empowerment of Women in Latin America and the Caribbean in the COVID-19 Post-Pandemic Era. Technical assistance for women's employment, entrepreneurship, and financial inclusion. In 1 year and a half, the project has disbursed startup funds for 30 women-owned MSMEs, outfitted a van to act as a mobile incubation center to assist entrepreneurs in rural areas, collaborated with 16 government and non-government institutions to provide vocational training for over 600 women in areas such as female entrepreneurship with Beltrade, cake decorating with IT Vet, sewing with Sarstoon Tamash Institute of Indigenous Management, seaweed farming and salt production with Belize Tourism Industry Association, agro-processing of local produce with the Ministry of Agriculture, banana fiber creations with Kaya West Women's Group, Women's Financial Inclusion Workshop with PPF Capital, MSME Resilience Assistance with the Ministry of Tourism, Digital Literacy with Heritage Education Network Belize, jewelry making with Establish Her, automotive maintenance training with the OAS through the Kaya Center for Employment Training, empowered and resilient women training with Peacework Belize, and branding development workshop with the Rotary Club Belize. Although this project seeks to empower women by helping them acquire new skills, the bigger lesson has been the resilience of the women of Belize when given access to opportunity. Unfortunately, the road to recovery is not clear-cut, as we are also having to contend with sharp cost of living increases in a context of weak global growth as a consequence of man-made or natural disasters. These challenges have the potential of undermining the positive growth trajectory we are experiencing. Partnerships at all levels are central to the government of Belize's efforts to sustainable economic growth. Through this partnership with Taiwan, we are leading an initiative to support women. It is our hope that through this project, we can continue to strengthen bilateral cooperation efforts and to reach more deserving women entrepreneurs throughout the country.
Thank you for your attention. To further elaborate the achievements and present the progress of this project, I now invite Ambassador Amalia Mai, Chief Executive Officer in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Foreign Trade and Immigration, to the podium.
Let me start again. That was a false start. Technology got in my way. Well, good morning, everyone. I'm very, very happy to be here. President Tsai, Foreign Minister Wu, Secretary General, our two ambassadors, and of course, our ministers, Andre Perez and Dolores Valderramos Garcia, and of course, our special envoy who continues to assist us in empowering women and children and families. Let me say, Madam President, how honored and meaningful it is to share this space with you today. This project is extremely important for me personally and for our team at the Foreign Ministry, and we have worked very hard to bring it to the point where we are today, where hundreds upon hundreds of women have benefited, and of course, far more families have been able to have a more comfortable life because of this project. So I want to thank you immensely for that, for your vision. Madam President, I also want to thank the technical mission and of course the embassy, and I recall very fondly when it signed this project between Minister Courtney and former Ambassador David. We were full of anticipation because we knew that this was an exciting project for Belize, for our ministry to work together with your embassy, but more importantly, for the benefits that it would have to the women of Belize. I know, Madam President, and empowering women is close to your heart. And it is said that a photo says 1,000 words. And today I think the video has captured all the accomplishments, or most of the accomplishments of this project, whether it be from seaweed, whether it be from sea salt, jewelry making, and we'll have an opportunity to look at the jewelry on display here and all the other works that women have been doing, very creative work. I think one of the biggest things about this project is that it's brought families together. It makes women more independent. It builds on the MSMEs and really allows women to grow their potential and their creativity. So thank you, Madam President, for that vision. We like to say that a picture tells 1,000 words, Madam President. And this project is a testament to your vision to uplift women, not only in Taiwan, but across the global community. Last month, we celebrated Women's Month. But we want to think that this project is a celebration of women all year round. Because we have been able to show, and they have learned very skillfully and very fast, how it is to manage their business, how it is to improve their standards, how it is that they can help each other. I think the networking of women that have participating in this project is extremely important, because I see in all the projects that we have visited how they come together and they lean on each other and support each other. And that's a very good thing for us. In Belize, the majority of MSMEs are female-led or female-owned. And the project has opened up opportunities through the generosity and goodwill of the government of the Republic of China, Taiwan, to assist in the economic recovery before and after the pandemic. We all know that women were hardest hit, and in many forms. But through this initiative, they have been able to bounce back to start their own businesses and grow their potential. We have capitalized on the small size of our country and ensured that this initiative touches women and organizations across the country. We have seen them grow. From last week, we were in Central Farm and we saw the agro-processing sector producing very good products. So either it's that or either it's in any form. We went to Orange Walk. Nothing to do with Belize, with Orange Walk Central, but we did go there. And there was a very good project in salsa making as well. The women were learning to do their chips and whatnot, and plantain chips and tortilla chips. Very impressive. So they have been participating in a wide range of projects that are not the traditional, but are certainly something that they recognize that they can do. So I'm very happy that we can see so much potential in all our women. Madam President, a picture again is worth 1,000 words, and we are happy that you were able to capture a snapshot of what we have doing with this project. This room alone could not contain all the beneficiaries, but it is important to provide you with the sampling of our projects. And later on, we will be able to have a view of some of the things that we have been doing to empower women. Our exhibition features women who proudly showcase how they and their companies have been strengthening through participation in this initiative. At the end of the day, partnerships remain key in Belize's efforts at sustainable and inclusive economic growth. Through this partnership, we are leading an initiative to support women and the Belizean economy. We acknowledge the contribution of the Embassy of Taiwan and the Taiwan Technical Mission for building capacity for our aspiring entrepreneurs. Once again, it is my honor, President Tsai, to extend gratitude to our government and people's unwavering commitment and support in partnering with us on this important project. It is through initiatives like this that we can truly empower our female and young entrepreneurs to become active, resourceful, and engaged members of society. I also want to reiterate Belize's commitment to our long-standing friendship, 34 years, 3 decades plus some. It's a long time, Madam President. I know that Prime Minister Briceño is totally committed to the very strong bonds of friendship that we have between us, because we have so much that we share together. Issues of democracy, issues of human rights, self-determination, those are very core to Belize's foreign policy, and we have a lot of common to say. And of course, importantly, empowering women is key to the policies of this government. Thank you again. And before I conclude, just let me say that it is our sincere hope that you have had a very good visit to Belize, you and your delegation. We tried our best, and I know Ambassador Lily and all your team were working around the clock so that we can receive you here and your delegation, so you can enjoy a little bit of what this corner of the world is. I also want to wish you and your delegation safe travels, and I will just ask you to come back again pretty soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you, COMI. COMI has truly demonstrated what project managers have described as a project champion. A project champion is a member of a project team that ensures everyone is on board and on track to complete the project successfully and on time. Project champions assist project managers in mobilizing the team and obtaining the resources required to carry out projects to completion. And that embodies what COMI's role has been in this project. So thank you, COMI, for being our project champion. I now call on Honorable Dolores Balaramas Garcia, Minister of Human Development, Families, and Indigenous Peoples Affairs, to deliver one of our 2 keynote remarks.
A very pleasant good morning to all. This is a full room, and I've never seen so much media and all the cameras and everything. But I must first and foremost acknowledge our dearest President Tsai. Welcome once again to Belize, and we absolutely are thrilled that you are here. Foreign Minister, Secretary General, Ambassador, Special Envoy, Minister Perez, Ambassador, of course, our CEO, Amalia Mai, and Madam President of the National Women's Commission. And of course, I want to once again acknowledge everybody here. It's a beautiful day, it's a beautiful occasion. And last night, I said to Prime Minister Briceño, thank you, Prime Minister, for ordering the beautiful weather that we had last night. And he said, you know, we are good politicians. We will take credit even when we didn't do it. But we couldn't have asked for a more beautiful setting to host you, Madam President, and of course at the lunch in Belmopan with our Governor General, Dame Froilat Salam. I want to say to you this morning, Madam President, that we have been so grateful to receive your help, the help of your government, the help of your people. In my portfolio, as we all know, there is the topic of families. I think this is a first for Belize, and also the portfolio of Indigenous Peoples Affairs. But in relation to this Women Empowerment Project, it is so important that we are building families in their strength to strength by empowering women through business. This morning, I said to a cousin of mine just before the program started, I said to her, what should I say? Because I very rarely speak from prepared remarks. And she said, you know, and I want to endorse this wholeheartedly. She said, you know, the thing that strikes me, and by the way, she, I think, did a master's degree in Taiwan some years ago, and she is a leading businesswoman in Belize, Miss Catherine Main. And she said to me, you know, Dolores, what has struck me the most about our relationship with the people of Taiwan and its government and Madam President is the generosity of the Taiwanese people to help throughout the world people who are more in need and who are looking and craving and yearning for the empowerment in which we improve our families, and by doing so, we improve the world. I am, again, very, very thrilled and grateful that hundreds, literally hundreds, of Belizean women have been able to benefit from all of these campaigns and programs for the medium, small, and micro enterprises. And I can only say and reiterate, it might sound a little repetitive, but repetition is the mother of learning. And I want to say that because of the excellent and strong partnership of Taiwan with Belize, you have helped us, and our women, our families, our men, our children, you have helped us so tremendously. I can repeat as well the words of our CEO and the Special Envoy, that we cherish the values of democracy, of cooperation, of self-determination. We absolutely cherish those values, and because of that, we have a little saying in Belize, and it goes like this, President Sai, you may go, gal, but you must come back. You may go, gal, but you must come back. You may go, but you must come back. Our heart is aching for the love of you. Buen viaje, bon voyage on your return to Taiwan. I look forward to my next visit. I was not able to go in February, but my legs are getting a little stronger now after surgery, and I look forward. But please, I mean that you may go, but you must come back. And thank you again, everyone who has participated in this wonderful program. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Dolores Balaramas Garcia. I always enjoy listening to you speak because you remind us of the direct impact of the work of your ministry and the work of your partners. Thank you very much for those very warm remarks. Today we've heard snippets of how women's economic empowerment is central to realizing women's rights and gender equality. When more women work, economies grow. Now I would like to invite Ms. Yesenia Guerra, a beneficiary of the Women's Economic Empowerment Project and owner of Yes's Cuisine, to share her personal testimony of how this project has impacted her life in a real and meaningful way.
A pleasant good morning. Her Excellency Tsai Ing-wen, President of Taiwan, of the Republic of China, Taiwan. Dr. Ji Long, Secretary General, President's Office. His Excellency Dr. Joseph Wu, Foreign Minister of Republic of China, Taiwan, and other ministers of government. Her Excellency Lily Ling Wen-Shu, Ambassador of Taiwan to Belize. Ambassador Tien Yi Sean, Secretary General of ICDF. Honorable Dolores Balderramos, Minister of Human Development, Families, and Indigenous People Affairs. Her Excellency Rosanna Briceño, a Special Envoy for the Development of Families. CEO Mrs. Amalia Mai. Her Excellency Dr. Candice Spitz, Ambassador of Belize to Taiwan. Dr. Roberto Pan, Chief of Taiwan Technical Mission in Belize. Distinguished delegates, the team from Taiwan ICDF, and special invited guests. Fellow beneficiaries of the Women Economic Empowerment Project, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It's a great honor to be standing before you all today to help welcome President Tsai Ing-wen and her delegation to our beautiful home, Belize. I know it is a short visit. However, your presence here today is highly regarded. My name is Yesenia Guerra, owner, founder of Yes's Cuisine, a catering business whereby we provide exceptional food and service and leave you with a memorable experience. The journey that led to where I am today dates way back to when I was a teenager. Having a passion for food, cooking, and creating fusions and different blends to perfect my cooking skills. Following this, I made it a source of income and established it in 2014. With this came opportunities whereby I started providing meals to tourists, and a question came in mind: how can they take back our flavors to their own country? An idea presented itself, a vision that became a reality, creating a product from our own catering business. Due to the unforeseen event of the global pandemic, I was confined to my home. However, I didn't let that stop me. I took that time to think, to create, and perfect my own blends. Having created multiple blends, I took these blends to be sampled by friends and family. Having received positive feedback and reviews from everyone, I decided to launch in December 2021 a line of Belize's finest signature hot sauce, born during the COVID-19 lockdown. Since striving for growth, my business, Belize's finest signature hot sauce, is now finding ways to expand locally and internationally where I envision it to be. A new journey has begun, to which I am proud to say that I have fully embraced the assistance rendered by the Taiwan Technical Mission in Belize and the Taiwan ICDF. They've helped many other ladies such as myself through a complete female entrepreneurship program with the aid of Bell Trade. Of this training, I am a proud 2022 graduate, along with the 11 other women entrepreneurs, 2 of whom are also among us today. Since completing this program, I have been applying the knowledge given to us through the training, especially in organizing and managing my time as foremost a mother and an entrepreneur. Business skills, managing skills, marketing, and time management, as mentioned, are just some of the skills we attained throughout the training. This training also helped open new doors to network, and I am proud to say I am in business with fellow entrepreneurs. Preparing myself with an entrepreneur mindset unlocked my learning skills to self-improvement and self-sufficiency as a woman, mother, entrepreneur, and role model. As a beneficiary of the Taiwan Technical Mission in Belize, I would like to humbly express my gratitude for generous funding and the opportunity to participate in the Empower Women, Empower Latin American Countries Forum in Taiwan and to experience a lovely country of Taiwan. I fell in love with Taiwan and learned a lot about its culture, community, and its living. I learned a lot by observing how they all work together, which was amazing. And it made me think of how I can apply that as I move forward with my business. I proudly partook in the Empower Women, Empower Latin American Countries Forum, representing my country and my product line. I am proud to say, Yes's Cuisine, Belize's finest signature hot sauce, was featured in Taiwan during the forum. I was a panelist, empowering women through education and immensely enjoying being in such a position to help others. I expressed my personal accomplishments, goals, challenges of becoming a woman entrepreneur. It has not been easy, but it has not been impossible. My advice to women entrepreneurs of all ages: if you have an idea, make it happen. And if you have a dream, make it a reality. There is one thing you need to do, and that's action. I would like to express my greatest gratitude for your strong support to Taiwan, Taiwan Embassy, Taiwan ICDF, and to Taiwan Technical Mission. Thank you so much. It has been a great honor to be in front of you all today. Her Excellency Tsai Ing-wen, Shay Shay. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Guerra, for your courage, for your encouragement, and for sharing your story with us. As we come to the close of the formal portion of today's program, it is my distinct pleasure and honor to invite President Tsai Ing-wen to the podium to deliver her remarks.
Minister Bolden Ramos Garcia, you said beautifully. And Minister Perez, Special Envoy, Mrs. Crescenio, and also we have a Vice Minister with us. Again, I like your jacket today. It's even better than yesterday's. And so Ambassador Mai, and also our ambassador, she is with us now, Ambassador Pitts. And I am very happy that we have the company of Senate President Trent Senator today. And representatives of women's group, especially the project beneficiaries, and also members of my delegation and our embassy, our Ambassador Shili Wen here, and ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is truly an honor to attend this exhibition marking the achievement of the Women Empowerment Project and to see the people who have contributed to this success in Belize. I must say I was very touched by the video which I saw sharing the results of this joint project. I want to thank the Minister of Foreign Affairs, on Trade and Immigration for inviting me to witness this progress. You should all be proud of the advances Belize has made in women's rights and empowerment. Belize is one among many governments around the world prioritizing women's rights. Your efforts towards gender equality, one of the UN Sustainable Development Goals, are commendable. Taiwan is proud to partner with Belizean government and its Ministry of Foreign Affairs to advance women's rights In 2021, Taiwan initiated the Women Endowment Project in cooperation with our Latin American and Caribbean partners. Under this framework, Taiwan and Belize have helped women enhance their vocational skills and provided consultation and resources for starting a business. We hope these services will help bring women a step closer to achieving their entrepreneurial ambitions and economic independence. I know that aside from the outstanding individuals and women's group involved in this project, many government officials have also been doing their part to empower women in Belize. Thanks to everyone's contributions and participation, to date, the Women Empowerment Project has helped more than 700 women in Belize enhance their skills or start a business. And the number of indirect beneficiaries is even greater, exceeding 2,000. But these are not just numbers. Behind the statistics are many women, families, and children who have found real support. I look forward to seeing these women expand their careers and businesses, and to all women in Belize having greater opportunities to flourish. Like Belize, Taiwan has made binding commitment to address gender equality and women's rights. So today, I would like to take a moment to share some of Taiwan's own progress. From government to business, women are gaining in representation across all sectors in Taiwan. Women now account for more than 40% of our national legislature. I understand you have 4. And over 30% of those who lead small and medium-sized enterprises. In fact, they're small and medium-sized business leaders, and 37 of them are women. Indeed, civil society organizations such as Garden of Hope have been advocating for gender equality in Taiwan and our region. Their work was key to the establishment of a regional network to protect victims of domestic violence. These are just a few examples of our long-term work to empower women and of women finding ways to empower themselves. And beyond our efforts at home, we have cooperated with international partners in women's endowment projects, such as the one we are here to recognize today. Our hope is to see women thrive everywhere. This past February in Taipei, I had the pleasure of joining Special Envoy Brisano at a forum on women's empowerment in Latin America and the Caribbean. I recall that we had quite a lively conversation about women's empowerment and women's rights, issues close to both of our hearts. Seeing these exhibitions today, I'm more than encouraged by the results of our collaboration. I hope that our countries will continue to share experiences and exchange ideas on these important issues. Let's keep working together to help women realize their goals and inspire them to be all that they can be, including a woman Prime Minister here. Thank you.
Thank you, President Tsai. We have heard the impact of this project in Belize, but equally important is you highlighting what the project means to the government and people of the Republic of China, Taiwan. We would now like to present you with a gift from Jail. It is a sastel tunic, blush pink embroidered blouse, and it represents the dawn of day. As we prepare to take the official photo, I would like to ask the participants of the Women's Empowerment Project to take this time to quietly go to your tables, your respective tables. I would also like to ask all other guests to remain seated as I invite the persons in the official photograph to join President Tsai Honorable Balderrama Garcia, Ambassador Mai, Secretary General Lin, Foreign Minister Wu, ICDF Secretary General, Ambassador Xu, Ambassador Pitts for the official. Thank you. You may return to your seats. At this time, I would like to ask Ambassador Mai and the ICDF Secretary General Sham to accompany Madam President Tsai to visit and view the different displays around the room. I ask all guests to keep seated while President Tsai makes her way around the room. As President Tsai makes her way around the room, I'd just like to have you bring your attention to the different displays that we have. We have different paintings, we have clothing items, jewelry, as you have seen in the video. We have some food items, and as mentioned, this is just a sampling of the different women projects that have been benefiting from this project.